yeah, it's 8 o'clock Sunday night in Amsterdam time, week 9 of the year, and we are live to do a massage class with you. Yes.
One more time.
Yes. So every week at Sunday, if you've been with us before, you know what to do. We are, by the way, and Nicole from Massage School ITM Thailand Amsterdam. So yeah, let's start.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Okay, so we start at the knees, here between the feet, and then we do the wide crook. So this is a moment now in which we're going to heel. So we warm up hands and heart, and then we start with hands below the joint on the feet, and we push forward 5 seconds, then we get to the middle, pushing, then we get to the joint of the big toe, palm press together on the feet, back to the middle, and then back to the joint. Then we do one by one the 3 steps of the feet. So we start below the joint, then we get to the middle arch, back to the joint of the big toe, then we get back to the middle arch, back to below the joint, and then we do the karate hand. We press with the side of the hand to the heel of the feet, and then we go up along the calf, 3 steps, all the way up until below the knee. Then we get the fingertip to the tissue beside patella. We never press the ball of the knee, and then we do circles under the pressure. Then we get up and we palm press the quadriceps, and we go 3 steps all the way up until the top of the leg. And then we get down all the way 3 steps until 3 fingers above the knee. Then we repeat the fingertip pressing to beside patella and circles under the pressure. And then we get back down around the calf, beside the tibia, 3 steps going down to the heel of the feet. And then we get to the feet and we do the 3 steps out along the feet to the joint of the big toe and down back to the joint. Now we can use the ball of the thumb to press at the sole of the foot, and now we get the fingers on the top to support, and you press and rock the feet forward under the pressure to the sole. So we do many different steps on many different places in this soft tissue of the feet, all the way around the arch and center line of the sole. And after 6-7 times, we repeat palm press walking, 3 steps of the feet out to the joint of the big toe, and then back in to the joint of the feet. Then we get the feet up, the top of the foot looks up. Now we get hands near the joint on the top of the foot, and we stretch down, not too hard, near the joint. Then we get hands on the middle top of the foot, and we do medium hard pressure. Then we get to the toes, and we do hard, and we hold 5 seconds. Then we get back to middle, medium pressure, and then we get to below the joint, and we do soft. Then we open the feet and we go again the 3 steps out to the joint of the big toe, and then back in to below the joint of the feet. Now we're going to work at one leg at a time. So we start with the right hand side leg. We bend the leg 45 degrees, foot at the level of the knee. We move on front of the bent leg knee, and we get hands on butterfly, and we push down to stretch 5 seconds, 4 fingers from the knee. Second time we do at the middle, between joints. Third time we do below the joint on the upper leg. Then we get back to 2, to the middle, and then we get to 3 or 4 fingers from the knee, and we push down. Then we get back to the center, and with the right hand side, we open the leg into 90 degrees, and we sit on the butt between the legs. We hold the straight leg with one leg on the top and the hand on the foot. We hold this leg to the mat, and then we push with the outside foot the leg up to the shoulder. And we hold 5 seconds, then we reduce the tension, we can sit a bit forward, and we push a bit more, and we hold 5 seconds under the stretching when we push the knee up, and then we reduce the tension, and we repeat one more time. We hold under the maximum tension 5 seconds. Then we reduce the tension, we sit a bit behind, and we use the foot that push below now, and we use the inside foot to apply pressure in to the tissue of the hamstring. So first we can do the pressure knee across the knee. Then we get to the middle, we press in and we hold 5 seconds. Then we get the foot a bit up to below the joint and we press. Then we get back to the middle, press and hold, and then we get to 1. We press and hold. Then we get the feet on the area of the hamstring and we do a walking from the knee joint to the upper leg joint, and then we get back to the knee joint. Then we leave foot on the mat and we change position to the knees and we raise the leg up. So here we lock with the knees on the top of the foot, we interlock the fingers, and now we press with the heel of the hands, 3 fingers from the knee, we press in, and then we do a circle under the pressure. We get to the middle, press in, and under pressure we do a circle under the pressure. Then we get to the top of the leg, we press in, and a circle under pressure. Back to 2, press in, and a circle. And then 1, press in, and a big circle under the pressure. This time now we go with the thumbs to give pressure a bit below the level that we did before. So we press pressure in with the thumbs and we hold 5 seconds. Then we get to the middle, we apply pressure in, hard pressure can be done. Then we get to the top of the leg, press in, then we get back to the middle, 5 seconds, and then we get back to 1. So after this pressure to the line 3, we get with the fingertip now on the level of the calf, behind the line of the calf, and now starting at the head of the calf, we hook the line and we pull back the whole leg, and we hold 5 seconds. Then we get to the middle, pulling, hooking, then we get to above the tendon, always stimulating the center line of the calf, back to the middle of the calf, and then back to the head of the calf. After that, we now push, we press on the muscle and we push out of the bone. So we start at the head of the calf, we press and push, 1, then we get to the middle, between the knee joint and the Achilles tendon, then we get down to above the Achilles tendon. You give pressure in and you push out of the bone. 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, and then we relax. With the outside hand, now we push the outside knee and we get up with the same side leg into half knee. So the foot is near the hip, her foot at the groin, outside hand on the knee, inside hand on quadriceps, and now we push knee on line with the chest. We push the knee to the center chest, 5 seconds, and then we reduce the tension on the leg. We go again, we push with the groin on the foot, the knee to the center chest, and then we reduce the tension, and now we go again, push knee to chest, and then we reduce the tension out. Now the hand on the foot, the hand on the knee gets to the hamstring, inside hand cups behind the heel, and then we give pressure down, knee to the sternum, and up with the hand behind the heel, you push the foot to the opposite shoulder. Then we reduce the tension, we go again, press and push, and you hold like 5 seconds, release, and then we go again, press and push. After that, we want to change the knees. The knee up gets down, then we turn to our partner and the knee down gets up. So we support the leg straight, 45-degree angle from the mat, outside hand cups the heel and forearm push on the toes to stretch the calf muscle. We do 5 seconds 3 times, 2 and 3. After that, we want to change the knees again. The knee up gets down, the knee down gets up, and now we do knee to chest, foot to butt, 50-50. We push hard, both part of the leg down, knee to chest, foot to butt, 3 times, 5 seconds, and then we leave leg down and we shake behind the knee. Then we get back to the center and we do the other side. So first we bend the leg 45 degrees, we get on front of the knee, hands on butterfly, and we push down slowly and deep, 3 steps up to the upper leg, pushing down, and then 2 steps down to the starting point. After that, we just get back to the center and we open the leg into 90 degrees. Then we need to sit on the butt with feet forward, so we can lock with one leg, the straight leg, hand on the foot, and in here with the outside foot we push behind the knee up to the shoulder, and we hold 5 seconds, and then we reduce the tension, we sit a bit more forward, and we push again, and we hold 5 seconds, and then we reduce the tension, and we do the last time, push and hold 5 seconds. Then we reduce the tension on the leg, we lift leg in 90 degrees, we sit a bit behind, and we slide the foot down. The inside foot now, apply pressure in to the tissue of the hamstring, tissue that we just stretch. Then we get to the middle, press in and hold, pressure 5 seconds, then we get to the joint, press in, then we get back to the middle, and then we get to the starting point. After the pressure to the hamstring, we do the walking from the knee to the upper leg joint, up and down. We walk 3 steps, then we leave foot on the mat and we get up into the knees. We raise the leg up and we lock with the knees on the top of the foot. Interlock your fingers and use the heel of the hand to apply pressure in, and then we do a circle under the pressure. We get to the middle, press and a circle. Under the pressure we do the top of the leg, we give pressure in, and under the pressure we do a movement like a circle to reorganize better ECM, extracellular matrix. Then we get with the thumbs to a bit below level, we did now, and we just apply pressure in and we hold 5 seconds. Then we get to the middle, press in and hold to the top of the leg, and then back to the middle and back to 3 or 4 fingers from the knee, and then we relax. Then we use the fingertip to press on the line behind the calf, starting at the head of the calf. You hook the line and you pull the whole leg, arms straight, and then we get back to the middle, pull in from the center line, and you hold some seconds. Then we get to above the Achilles tendon, back to the middle, and back to the head of the calf. Then we're going to get fingers interlock, and then we push with the heel of the hand to the muscle from both sides, and we push the muscle out of the bone. Then we get to the middle, nutcracker, pushing out from the bone, the muscle of the calf. Then we get to above the tendon, back to the middle, and back to the head of the calf. Then we relax. Then we push the knee with the outside hand forward. We go up into half knee. Hand is at the knee, inside hand on the quadricep, and we push the knee to the center chest, and we hold 5 seconds, release. Then we go again, push knee to the center chest, and you hold 5 seconds, release, and then we go again, push knee to chest, hold, and release. Now the hand of the knee gets to the hamstring and the inside hand cups the heel. Then we push knee to chest and foot up to the opposite shoulder, 5 seconds, release the tension, then we go again, push and push, and then we release out the tension, and then we go again, push and push. And now we need to change the knees. The knee up, gets down. The knee down, gets up. And we lift leg 45 degrees from the mat. Hand cups the heel, forearm on the toe level. And you push the toes with the forearm. 90%, here is 10% on the hand on the quadriceps. And then we do 5 seconds, 3 times. And after the third time, we change the knees. The knee up, gets down, the knee down, gets up, and we stretch, pushing down, knee to chest, foot to butt. 5 seconds, 2, push and hold, 5 seconds, and then push again, 5 seconds. Then we lift the leg down, and we shake to relax. Then we change position, PTO, please turn over, and we get ourselves again between the feet. We are on the knees. Now we use the heel of the hand to press to the sole, and we do 3 steps on each foot. Walking 1 foot at a time, and as you finish the third, you go up, and now you walk 3 steps on the calf until 3 fingers below the knee. We never press behind the knee. So we jump to 3 fingers above the knee, and now we do 3 steps all the way up to the crease of the butt, and then we get down, 3 fingers above the knee, we jump the knee, we never press behind the knee, that's bad, and then we get back to the feet. So here, now we're going to do the thumb to press on the line of the Achilles tendon. Fingers will be outside to support, and the thumb apply pressure down to the same direction of the Achilles tendon. Pressure is deep, and 1 leg at a time. The step is 1 centimeter up, and then we get to 3 fingers above the knee, and now we do the center line of the hamstring all the way up until the crease of the butt, and then we get down. Center line of the hamstring, pressure down, deep pressure, shorter steps, and we need to keep going forward. Then we jump the knee to 3 fingers below, and we do pressure to the center line of the calf, all the way down to the Achilles tendon. And then we repeat the palm press, 3 steps on the calf, until 3 fingers below the knee. We jump, 3 fingers above the knee, and now we apply pressure down, 3 steps to the crease of the butt. Then we change position, so we get with 1 knee out on one side, half knee out on the other side, and we use hands-on butterfly on the low back. We don't press the spine, and we do the pressure above beside the ilion. Then we get to the middle, beside the spine. Then we get to below scapula and beside the spine, and we press down. And then we get to the top of the scapulas, and we press down. After that, still with a bit of weight, we do a walk-in all the way down to the low back, and at the low back we do again the palm press to stretch, 5 seconds at the low back. Now we use the ball of the thumbs from the sacrum all the way beside the spine, pressure down to the tissue that attach to the spine. So we want to go pressure down beside the bone of the spine, all the way shorter steps up, going up until the line of the shoulder, slowly and deep. You go together, pressure together on both sides beside the bone of the vertebra until thoracic 1, and then we do a walk-in, thumb press walk-in, all the way down beside the bone until you reach again on this last part of the spine, the sacrum. And then we do again butterfly palm press on the low back, and we use this to place our body weight to stretch 1 more time the low back. And then we get inside between the legs with our feet. My knees gets now on below the butt at the top of the leg, and my feet, if possible, you can place above the calf. And then we repeat the palm press on the back, 4 steps, pressure down beside the spine, all the way to the scapulas. And on the scapulas, we want to move the arms down with palm facing up. And then we do a walking out to the shoulder joint. From the joint, we get down 3 steps to the elbow. Then we jump on the elbow 3 steps on the lower arm to the line of the wrist. And then on the wrist, we need to place the feet out of the calf. The knees stays there on the crease of the butt. And then we get on the wrist, they get our wrist, and we go up into the cobra. We pull 5 seconds hard, and then we reduce out the tension. Second time, we only go halfway up, and then we pull one arm one side, then we pull the other arm one side, then we go up hard, and then we place them down. We place the arms down, and then we do a palm press, walking 3 steps to the elbow. From the elbow we jump and we do 3 steps on the upper arm, inside to the joint of the shoulder, and we do a palm press, walking down beside the spine, pressure down until the hip. Then we push up out of the hip with hands on butterfly, and we get between the legs, and we do a palm press on 3 steps in this area of the hamstring. Then we jump on the knee, 3 steps down to the calf, down to the foot, and on the foot we can do with a knuckle hand close, and we do pressure with knuckles on the sole, walking many times. Then we change position, change to the back, PTO, please turn over to the back, and then we place both feet together, we pull the legs to stretch, and then we go up with legs straight. We bend the legs, we close the legs into lotus, and we place the feet below the knees. We hold on the wrist, we pull up, and we push at the halfway with the knees, pulling on the arms. Then we place them on sitting position, and we want to work on the shoulder. So we want to place the heel of the hand at the shoulder, 4 fingers beside the collarbone. We don't want to press nearby. So first pressure is near the neck. Second pressure is 1 centimeter out. Third pressure is another centimeter out, and maximum 2/3 of the shoulder. Back to 2, and then back to 1. Now we use the thumbs to press front corner between neck and shoulder. This is the first point. We want to apply pressure down 5 seconds. And now this is the first point. The second point is 1 centimeter out. And then we apply pressure down, deep pressure. This pressure is done at 4 fingers out beside collarbone. The third pressure is at 2/3 of the shoulder. Pressure down, back to 2. And then back to 1. And after the thumb press, we repeat palm press. 1, 2, 3, 2, 1. Palm press on the shoulder, out, and then in. So when you finish that, you go down, you massage the shoulder, and then we want to work on the neck. So we place the head down, and we use the eyes peeking. The eyes peeking, apply pressure with the thumbs into the cervical, front beside the cervical. So we want to go very close to the bone, and under the pressure, you push into the cervical, the pressure. And this pressure should be always not to the muscles of the neck, but behind the muscles of the neck. So we want to be very close to the bone, and then pressure is in. We go up 4 steps, down 4 steps, and up again 4 steps to the scalp. And when you reach on the scalp, you place the head up, and then we do the head massage. From the feet to the head, this massage to stimulate on tissue. Then we will end with a chop. So hands together, fingers open, and then we do one shoulder first, then we do between the scapula and the spine, and then we do the other shoulder, and between the scapula and the spine, circle circles with the hands. Many times on the shoulder, and then rush, na-a, na-wa, roka, payati, pinsanti. Yes.
And now we change. Oh, so nice. I hope you feel the same as I do. But now we change position. Oh, I can finally sleep actually. Sorry, but so relaxing. I had a rough week, so this is amazing. Okay, so we place our knees in between the ankles of our partner. And in the meantime, you have been turned, right? Okay, so now we place our hands like this. We call it the waiku. And we can just close our eyes for just a second to focus on giving the best massage you've ever given, even though it's your first time maybe. Focus on your inner body. How do you feel? Focus on your back. Relax your back. Relax your shoulders, your arms, your jaw, your facial muscles, and your brain. Focus only on giving a massage. That's all. We open the eyes, form the hands, place the hands above the feet, and now we're going to start. So we press with the fingers, we are on the top, the heel of the hand below, and we press together and roll open. 2 feet at the same time. We go to the middle of the feet and roll open. We go to the end of the feet, the toes, press and roll open. We go to the middle, press and roll open. And we go to the beginning, press and roll open. Now we do one by one. One side, other side. Middle, middle. Toes, toes, back to middle, middle. And in the meantime, I want to really try to see the sole of the feet. So I'm trying to increase the flexibility. Now we're going to work on the leg in the karate hand like this. So we don't press on the shin bone. So you first start on the heel, 1, 1. Now we move on to the calf. So not on the shin bone. So we press 1, 1. Middle calf, middle calf. My pinky finger is touching the shin bone. 3, 3. Now, fingers above the knee, heel of the hand below, and you press with the tip of the fingers. You press with the heel of the hand, but not with your body on the patella, the kneecap. Now we go up with our body weight and we're going to walk like a cat. So we skip the knee, and we hop on, walking on the upper leg in 3 steps. 2, 2, 3, and 3. It's really nice to use your whole body weight. It's like you're crawling. 2, 2, and just above the knee, don't press on the knee. And then we sit again on our butt, fingers above the knee, heel of the hand below. You press with the tip of the fingers, you press with the heel of the hand, you make a circle, but we don't press on the kneecap. Now we walk again on the calf, not on the shin. We slide a little bit inward. So you press hard on the meaty part. 3, 3, 2, 2, 1, 1. Then on the heel again, it's always nice. And then we walk on the foot. One side, other side. Middle, middle. Toes, toes. You roll them open. Middle, middle. And beginning, beginning. And then together, press, roll open. Press, roll open. And then the toes, roll open. We go back to the middle and the beginning. Now we're going to work with the thumbs. Not the tip, but the ball of the thumb. 2 thumbs at the same time. We're going to work on the foot. So not on the heel, not on the upper part of the foot, but just in the middle. So you press somewhere above the heel and you lean forward, quite strong, but from soft to a little bit harder. Yeah, you do everything slowly, increase your pressure. You press on another spot and then maybe under the big toe or the ball of the big foot. I mean, not big foot, the ball of the big toe. And then in the middle of the foot somewhere. So I'm going to press about 6 times. So doesn't matter where you press, anywhere is always good, slow and deep. 2 thumbs at the same time. And when I do The 6th time I finish, and I'm gonna palm press again. One side, other side. So the thumb is next to the index finger. Press and roll open. Press the middle of the foot, and then the toes, the toes. We go back to the middle, and the beginning, and the beginning. Now we're gonna work on the top of the feet. So we place the feet like that. Thumb inside, fingers outside. We start near the ankle, and we press down to the mat. 1. Then to the middle, leaning in. And then the toes, stronger. You go as far as you can, or as far as your partner can. So you look at the face of your partner. If they're still relaxed, that's good. If they're frowning a bit or blinking the eyes, then it's too strong. So now I feel already increasing blood circulation there. Feet becoming warm, very nice. Go back to the middle, and then just the beginning. Yeah? Now we flap the feet open and we palm walk again. 1, 1. Middle foot, toes, toes. We go back to middle, and I always have my back straight and my arms straight for support. And then the beginning. Now we're going to work on one leg at a time. So this leg I'm going to bend. So the foot is going to be stick to the knee. I'm going to change my position so my belly is above the knee. I'm going to have my hands in butterfly and I'm leaning in. 1, above the knee. 1, 2, a little bit higher. And 3, higher. Yes. Now we go back to middle. And the beginning. Not on the knee, but above the knee. And it's really nice if you quite lean in a bit. So now we place the foot forward. So now the knee is about 90 degrees on the floor. I'm going to sit next to the straight leg on the floor. Now, my knee is just laying down here for supporting the straight leg. My other foot is going to press in the corner of the knee, in the back, in the hamstring. Both hands are going to be on the feet. And I just press the foot forward over the floor. I go along with my arms. I pull the foot back. Maybe I can go forward a bit. The knee should go towards the armpit. So 2, a little bit more. And then go back. And then 3, maybe even more. Improve the flexibility of your partner. 1, 2, 3 only. After this, we pull the foot back a bit. And then this foot that was pressing is now going to be underneath the leg. And the foot is pressing towards me. Now my other foot is going to do the work. Yeah? So I'm pressing the other foot, the inside foot, in the back of the leg. The hamstring and the heel is on the floor. I press a lot, really, really strong. Maybe you even want to roll a bit. Super nice. You feel maybe some tension there. It's good. Some sticky fascia maybe. We go to the middle of the back of the leg, the hamstring. Really great if you have pain in the knee or pain in the hamstring or lower back pain. Well, many problems. You can fix with this. And then we go back to the middle. Press, press, press. Really strong. I press really, really a lot with this foot. I'm just like, BOOM! But we do everything with love. Slowly. Yeah, we don't go, we just go slowly in. Okay, after all this, now we're going to work with this foot again. The foot that's here, it's going to be behind the leg. And we just walk. Palm press walk with the feet. The feet palm. The sole of the feet. Up and down. Then we're going to sit on our knees. We push the foot in a bit. So now the knee is about 45 degrees. Place one hand on the knee. Place the foot up. And now my knees are going to be on top of the foot of my partner. Now we're going to interlace our hands. Look like this. Interlace your hands. We're going to work with the heel of the hand. So not on the knee. Slide a little bit low. And then we just press the heel of the hand together and we press while we make a circle. Keep pressing. We go to the middle. We press while we make a circle. We go to the end. We press, press, press and make a circle. Go back to the middle. Press and make a circle. And the beginning. Press and make a circle. After that, we're going to have the hands like that, same. But now we're going to work with the thumbs. So we press on both sides of the leg. Press towards yourself really, really strong. 1, 2 in the middle. This can be quite sensitive, so don't worry, sensitive for everybody. And then a little bit lower. So just breathe out when the pressure is too much, when the masseur is pressing, or when you're pressing your partner. 2, and then 1. Now to relax, we just do like that, freestyle. Okay, we're gonna work on the calf. So now you place your hands like that, cupping your hands. The more you cup, the heavier it is for your partner. So we're starting to cup the hands in the middle line of the calf, and we start under the knee on the calf. And we lean back. 1, we go to the middle. 2, lean back with all your body weight. 3, on the Achilles tendon. We go back to the middle. The more you cup, the heavier it is. And we just go under the knee. Now we're going to interlace our hands again, look like this. And we're going to work on the heel of the hand, behind the leg, of course. So I'm having, in the heel of the hand is the calf muscle. I'm pressing forward. 1. I go to the middle. I keep the heel of the hand between the muscle, of the calf between the heel of the hand. 3. Go back to the middle. Go forward. And just under the knee, press and go forward. And then we freestyle relax the calf muscle. Now, we're going to do knee to chest. So I'm placing the knee up, placing the foot on my groin here, see? And I'm placing my foot next to the hip. Now, my hand is on the knee, and this other hand is going to be on the straight leg. Only 10% on the straight leg, 90% you press forward. 1, and back. 3, and back. Okay, I cannot count. 1, 2, 3, of course, I did 1 and 3. But I'm very relaxed after the massage Manel gave to me. Maybe you too. So we place the hand that's on the knee, on the hamstring. The hand that's on the straight leg is gonna cup the foot. It looks like this. You cup the heel here, and then place your hand on the hamstring. You press towards the middle of the breast. It's called sternum. And you try to straighten the leg towards the opposite shoulder. 1, 50-50. Second, press and try to stretch. And 3, press and try to stretch. 1, 2, 3 only. Now we're gonna have the knee that's up, down, other knee up, and we're gonna stretch Achilles tendon. Place a hand under the knee so you cannot overstretch the leg. I'm gonna cup the heel, looks like this. So I'm gonna cup the heel and the big toe will be under my arm. I don't think you can see very well, but just listen to my voice. The big toe is gonna be under the forearm. My hand is gonna be on the straight leg, upper leg, and I'm leaning with my lower arm on the big toe. So the full idea is that the big toe goes towards the shin bone. 1, this hand is only there to support. 2, lean in. And 3, stretch Achilles tendon. 1, 2, 3. Now we place the knee to the chest and the foot to the butt. Change your knees as well. So you lean in. 1, 50-50. 2, press on the foot and the knee, 50-50. And 3, 1, 2, 3. Now place the hand under the knee. Do not overstretch the leg. Place it on the floor. And we're going to do click, click, click under the knee to shake the leg. Now we're going to go to the other leg and we do the same thing. First of all, I'm going to place the foot towards the straight knee. I'm going to change my position so my belly is above the knee. Now, hands in butterfly position like that, and you lean in on the upper leg, not on the knee. 1, we go to the middle, lean in, butterfly hands. 3, a little bit higher, the end of the upper leg, lean in, we go to the middle, 2, and 1. 1, 2, 3, 2, 1. Now I'm going to open the leg a bit, so the knee is 90 degrees on the floor. Gonna sit next to the straight leg, My knee is going to support the straight leg. My foot is going to press under the knee on the hamstring, and both hands are on the feet. So we press the foot forward. The idea is that you straight your leg and the knee is going towards the armpit. Pull back, go a little bit further. Maybe your partner is more flexible. Press and pull back. And 3. Press forward. Try to straighten your own knee and then go back. The foot that has been pressing is going to be now underneath the leg. Totally straight is my leg and the toes are pointing towards me. My other foot is going to press in the hamstring. Now, both hands on the feet and you press on the hamstring really strong. I'm like kicking the hamstring. I like to try to go through the muscle, touching the bone, but that's of course not possible, but that's the feeling. Now we go to the middle of the hamstring, really press a lot. It feels super nice. If not nice, we call it therapeutic. 3. Go back to 2. And 1. 1, 2, 3, 2. After that, the foot that has been pressing is now going back on the hamstring. So we go up, and we go down. Yeah? Now we place the foot in. So now the knee is about 45 degrees. I'm going to sit on my knee. One hand on the heel, one other hand is putting the knee up. Now my knees are going to be on top of my partner's foot. Hands are going to be interlaced like that. And you start, not on the knee, sliding down a bit. Squeeze the heel of the hands together and make a circle. Go to the middle. We squeeze and make a circle. We squeeze and make a circle. We go back to middle, squeeze and make a circle. And the beginning, squeeze and make a circle. And now we're going to do with the thumbs. So ice picking it's called. It's quite sensitive. So you press the thumbs towards each other. It's very sensitive. But don't worry, just breathe out. It's only temporary pain. We go to the middle of the leg. And then to the end of the leg. We go back to the middle. We press with the thumbs towards each other. And just near the knee. After that, we just relax. Now we're going to go to the calf. So we're cupping the hand like that. The more you cup, the heavier it is. If you cup less, it's less heavy. So we place our hands on the calf muscle, under the knee, and we lean backwards with our body weight. We go to the middle, we lean backwards. We go on the Achilles and lean backwards. We go to the middle and just under the knee. Now we're going to do the calf with hands interlaced, squeezing the calf. So go towards yourself, have your hands interlaced, squeeze the calf muscle together and go forward while squeezing. We go to the middle, squeeze and go forward. We go to the end, squeeze and go forward next to Achilles. Go back to the middle, go towards yourself, squeeze and go forward. And then under the knee, squeeze between the heel of the hands, go forward. Now, relax the calf muscle, freeze down. Place the knee up. We're going to do knee to chest. So, we place the foot in our groin. Yeah, just here. Now, my foot is going to be on this side, on the hip, really touching the hip. Hand on the knee, hand on the straight leg, 10% and 90 forward. 1. And back. Another time. 2, leaning in and back. And the third time again, leaning in, just lean in. Now we're going to do twist hip. Hand from the knee is going to go to the hamstring. Hand from the straight leg is going to cup the heel. Cupping like that. Yeah, I'm cupping. So now you press the hamstring 50-50 and try to straighten the leg towards the left shoulder. 1, 2, and 3. I press towards the middle of the breast and then I try to stretch the leg towards the opposite shoulder. Now, knee down, other knee up. We're going to stretch Achilles. Place the leg down. Always have your hand underneath the knee. And then we cup. So this looks like this. Cupping, and the big toe is underneath the forearm. Now my hand is on the straight leg. Just there to support, and I lean in on the big toe. 1. Go back. 2. And 3. Just leaning in. That's all. You don't have to go up or down, just leaning in. Now we're going to do knee to chest, foot to butt. So a hand on the knee, hand on the foot. I place the other knee down, other knee up, and I do 50-50. Pressing on the knee, pressing on the foot. Knee to chest, foot to butt 3 times. 2. And 3. Now, we're straightening the leg again. Place the hand underneath the knee to not overstretch. And then underneath the knee we do dook, dook, dook. To relax the leg. And then PTO, please turn over. And then we're going to sit in between our partner's feet again. In between the ankles. Okay. Sorry, I just needed to have a sip of water. Okay, we're going to press with our palms on the feet. 3 times. 2, 2, 3, 3. Now we're going to walk on the back. So now there's not a shin bone, so we can just press down towards the mat. 1, 1, 2, 2 in the middle of the calf, 3, 3 at the end of the calf. Press down towards the mat. Now we never press on the back of the knee, so we skip the knee. Skip the knee, we go on hamstring. Go up with our body weight, and we do 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, walking up, going back down, and down, and then we skip the knee, and we go all the way down, 3 steps, and then we're going to work with the thumbs, so not the tip, but the ball of the thumb. So we try to find this hard, flubbly thing. It's the Achilles tendon. We press on there, and we just walk up, following this imaginary line from the Achilles tendon all the way to the sitting bone. So we walk all the way up, quite strong, pressing in towards the mat, and never press the back of the knee. So we skip the knee, we make a big step. We go skipping the knee, and then we walk all the way up towards the sitting bone. Thumb press walking. It's like you are crawling, but then you crawl on the thumbs. All the way up until you reach the sitting bone. When you reach the sitting bone, we are ready to go all the way back down again. So in this imaginary line of the Achilles tendon, when you reach the knee, we skip the knee, we sit down on our butt, and then we walk down, half muscle all the way down, and we end near the Achilles tendon. And then we press again with our palms on the feet and on the calf. In 3 steps, walking up, skipping the knee, walking all the way up in 3 steps. And once we're up, we're going to change our position. Now we place one knee on one side, one foot on the other side. My partner is now in between my legs. Now we're going to work on the back. Never press on the spine. So here's the spine. I keep one hand on one side, one hand on the other side. We don't press on the spine. And we lean in. And then we go a little bit up in 4 steps. We lean in. I also go up with my body weight because I want to have always my shoulders above the wrist. We go all the way up until the scapula. And once we're up, we walk back down. We walk back down. And now we're going to work with our thumbs. Same, but only with the thumbs. So not with the tip, but the ball of the thumb. We localize the spine. We place one thumb on one side, one thumb on the other side of the spine. So the spine is very small as you can see. So now you have to do one side, other side. The tip of my fingers is touching the spine, but I'm not pressing on the spine. And then I'm just going to go up all the way to the top corner of the scapulas. So lean in. Yeah? You just put the thumbs and you lean in. All the way up until you reach the top corner of the scapula. Just down to the mat. And then when you reach that, the top corner of the scapula, then you thumb press walking down, all the way down towards the lower part of the back. And then you're ready to do another palm press. With this palm press, butterfly, we're gonna change our position. Place the feet in between your partner's leg. Place your knees near the butt. And place the feet, if you can and you're not falling, on top of your partner. And then we just go up, up, up. And if your partner doesn't have the arms back, this is the good time to turn them down. And then, whoa! So if you don't fall, you can do it. I fell. So now we place the partner a little bit bent arms. In 3 steps, you press on the arms, then you jump over the elbow, all the way down until you reach the wrist, and then you place one hand on the hand, one hand on the other hand to stretch the hands. And after that, we hold each other's wrist. We place the feet down in between the partner. And then we hold each other's wrist like this. We're going to do the cobra. You lean back. And we go slowly down again. So now, I'm very slippery today. I don't know what's happening, but it's live, so it can happen like that. We just go up, and then one side you lean. Other side you lean. And then one time more in the middle. And then you slowly place your partner down. Bend the arms again. Place your hand on the hand to stretch. Super nice if you've been working on computer. Place the feet back if you don't fall. I hope I will not fall. Now I'm walking up the arm. We never press on the elbow, so we skip the elbow. We walk in 3 steps on the upper arm. And then we walk down next to the spine. Down, down, down. And when you reach down, you just pull yourself off. We skip the butt and we walk down on the hamstring, skip the knee. In 3 steps, we walk down on the calf and we sit down on our butt. And then we are ready to press with our fist. So you just make a fist and we just press them on the sole of the feet. It's very nice. And then you ask your partner to turn around. So now we place the feet of our partner up, the legs up. Be careful of your own back. Just place them straight first to stretch a bit, and then you push them into lotus position. It's important to have the feet underneath your own knees. We hold each other's arms. And then we pull our partner up, and it's nice if you can really bend yourself a lot. And then we place the partner up. Now we straighten the back. We place the fingers behind. We start near the corner of the neck. We press 1 time, then a little bit wider, and then only a little bit wider, not too wide. We don't want to press on the shoulder bone. We go back to 2, lean in, 2 hands at the same time. You only see 1 hand, but I'm doing 2 at the same time. And 1. Now I'm going to press with the thumbs. Corner of the neck, lean in. I press both sides on either side of the neck. We go to the middle. And then just a little bit wider, not on the shoulder bone. We go back to 2, lean in, and next to the neck. Then again, palm press. 1, 2, 3, 2, and 1. And then we just massage, freestyle. We're gonna be on our knees, freestyle, we massage the trapezius muscle. And you hear, that's good. You have to just break those fascia, the sticky fascia. Now we're gonna work on the neck. So the neck goes down of your partner. We're gonna place our hands interlaced. We're gonna work with our thumbs. So we're not going to be on the side, just really close to the vertebrae. 1. And we go up, really close to the vertebrae. 2, 3, maybe 4. The end is very nice if you do the last one under the skull. We go back down, same way. Only the thumbs towards the vertebrae. Don't press the head down. And then we go up again. So the thumbs are very close to vertebrae. and then you end near the skull. We place the head up, and now we're just gonna do shampoo, the most easiest thing, but super nice if somebody else is doing that for you, right? And then we are just gonna end the massage with a little brush now. And then we're going to do a chop. How to do a chop? You have the hands together, so it's like you have a coin in between the hands, wrist is free, fingers are free, and you press with the pinky, not with the side of the hand. We start near the corner of the neck, we go out, in between the shoulder and the spine, and then the other side. Only halfway, not on the kidneys, out, in between the spine and the shoulder, and up. And then we just do 5 times. Na-a, na-wa, roka, payati, finasanti, which means I hope my partner feels better than before. Kapkunka. And now we finish this sequence again. Week 9. If you just joined us, then you do it maybe for the first time, but some of you are doing it already for 9 weeks, so that's great.
9 is better than 1.
9 is better than 1.
And 1 is the starting. There is a starting, a first time for everything in life. Also, to get a massage every week. Most of the people who watch us, even them or their friends or their family, they never had every week massage. So we live in a society that people never gets massage every week.
Yes.
And this is one thing that can make a change. You have one of these weeks, like we had a very busy week, with certain things, and then it helps us to relax and to start a new week. Every week is different.
Yes. So the aim that we do this for everyone in the world, that you can just join without any prior knowledge. You just join us, and then you can give your partner, your friend, your neighbor, your family, anyone who needs it, every week, the same sequence massage. Yep. And every time you feel better. And if you now thought this was very fast, just read the comments.
No, it's not fast.
No, but if you have never done it before.
Oh, then you need to
practice.
Go to the first week, 9 weeks ago, and then you can watch all the weekends.
Yes, you can just read the comment. That is the explanation, or you can read our book and then you can see our pictures.
Yes, in the end we want to promote, so we need to stimulate the body from the feet to the head to promote the medicine that we produce to balance the mind and the body. This is only done with massage.
Yes.
Or with exercise, but exercise we do every day, and massage we do every week.
Yes, so if you want to massage your partner again, be with us, 8 o'clock,
Yep.
Sunday, we will be there.
We will be here for sure.
Yes. So,
thank you.
Thank you too. And thank you for watching. So, I hope you enjoy, and have a nice starting day of the week, and we hope to see you next week again.
Yes, thank you.
Sawadee ka.